Hello everyone, this is Dion Sol. I hope everyone is doing well, and as you see before you, we are sitting in the cockpit of the Cessna 172. And the reason why we are sitting in the cockpit of the Cessna 172 is because I've got a little bit of a modification, like I said in the text file, is that I've been playing around, and what I have done is I have taken the Bonanza, Beach Bonanza data from the version 3.0 mod, and I have stuck it in I took the engine information and I stuck it in the Cessna 172 to give it more power. So we've got Mr. Bug Eater 64 in the house as well, so he can wave hello when he's ready to do so.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome aboard.
And so what I've done is I've taken that in there because I wanted a little bit more power, and I like I always liked the Cessna 172. It's a cool airplane. I always liked it, and but I wanted to get a little bit more juice out of it, and so I took that information of the engine data and I stuck it in here, and it seems to be pretty good. I've done one flight with it already, just as a test before I went live, and it's pretty sweet. I can climb like crazy. I can get about 170 knots out of it, and so I'm pretty stoked about that. And this flight today is actually going to be another neoflight flight, and say that 10 times fast. And so I'm going to go ahead and set this up and get this ready to go, and then we will fly from Torrance, California, where we're at right now, and we're going to go to Taft, California, which is southwest of Bakersfield. There's one 7-Eleven out there, and I worked on that one 7-Eleven way back in the day. And but believe it or not, out there in the middle of nowhere, they got a 7-Eleven, but 7-Elevens are everywhere. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and click on this. And my payload is not exactly what she's looking for. They are looking for 624 pounds of cargo. So what I need to do is I need to go back inside the sim here, and I need to actually increase that a little bit to what they're asking, which is 674 pounds. Boy, I'm really getting up there. Am I going to be able to get there? There we go.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a passenger mission waiting for you. The boarding will start as soon as you are at the boarding parking.
Well, I'm already at the boarding parking. If I can get it right close to it. 71. So we'll go there. Alright, so we'll go there. Okay, so that takes care of that. And so they're all happy. And so now, all I gotta do now is just turn on a couple of things, and then all of a sudden it will chime in. Go ahead and start the engines up and everything. Not exactly to the letter, but it's close enough. As soon as I start the engine, then she's going to start to load.
Transporter form dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
While that's going on, I can sit here and take care of all this other stuff. Let the engine warm up.
Transporter from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off.
Well, that's awfully nice of them, and I will do that. Okay, and our altitude, I'm going to make it 8,500 feet. Sure we're good to go there. Transponder, I will turn on in a minute. Of course, I'm sitting there looking at the wrong screen there. Sorry about that. Well, they're all happy. We're all happy. We're set and ready to go. We're on standby, so we'll leave that as such. And now I need to I need to make sure that we can talk to ATC. We can go ahead and GTFO. You always like to GTFO. ATC. Round. Okay, we are going north.
Torrance ground, Cessna November 531 Lima Mike with Oscar request taxi for takeoff north departure.
Cessna November 531 Lima Mike taxi to and hold short of runway 11 left using taxiway Foxtrot. Contact tower on 133.075 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 11 left using taxiway Foxtrot Cessna 1 Lima Mike.
I gotta see where that is in relation to me. I think that's, I just gotta turn around. That's all I gotta do. Cool. So, we got them out of the way. We're all ready to go. Flip on our lights. Take a look around outside. Make sure our lights are on. They all are. And there's the runway actually right behind us. So I'm just gonna do a right 180. And we will go. Release parking brake. Everybody is set. So I'm probably not forgetting anything, I hope. And there we are. That was quick and easy. And we'll let them know that we are going to take off.
Torrance Tower, Cessna November 531 Lima Mike ready at runway 11 left north departure.
Cessna November 531 Lima Mike cleared for takeoff runway 11 left departure to the
Oh,
north approved.
might want to run my light. Oh well. Correction.
Cleared for takeoff runway 11 left Cessna 1 Lima Mike.
We're actually at runway right and it's at runway left, so we're going to get in trouble. Cool. Let's get in trouble.
Shame for shame.
Because runway left is over there. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something that everybody does. There you go. How about that? You happy with that? Get a little dirty. Do a little off-roading. Oop, I took out that light. It's actually over there. Oops, that's too far. Well, I guess I need to go down over here. See, that's what I need. I need that little conscience person to tell me, Dion, you're doing something wrong. Is the stream looking okay?
Sorry, old man. I'm not even looking at it. I'm
Oh.
working on
No worries.
my own system.
Yeah, understood. No problem.
I am enjoying listening to it.
Yeah, I see that it says excellent, so we're good. I'll just come over here now. We're at runway 11 left, like I'm supposed to be. So now we'll take off from the right place. Even though we were doing a little bit of off-roading there, but that's alright. It's a 172, it can handle it. Alright, warp speed.
Yeah, I've actually parachuted out of 172s many years ago.
Did you?
Yeah. Great fun.
Transfer transporter from dispatch. Fly safe.
And we will climb like a mad dog, 2,500 feet per minute.
Cessna 1 Lima Mike, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Hey, no problem. I can do that.
Cessna 1 Lima Mike, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Torrance Tower, Cessna November 531 Lima Mike, frequency change.
And we'll just climb like crazy. I do have my life raft because we will be going over water for a little bit.
American 1807, you are 500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet altimeter, 29.906.
This sucker is climbing like crazy. I'm climbing at 1,200 feet per minute, something like that.
Descend
Almost
and
2,000.
maintain 4,000 feet, American 1807.
But yeah,
And your engine is over revved.
a little bit. It's at 2,700 feet. It bounces.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to control my mixture under control. But I'm trying to get up to, actually I want to go to 10,500, and that way I'll be over all the airspace down here. I don't want to go too high because I'm going to have a headwind in my face. This sucker just flat climbs like a rocket.
American 1807, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude.
So I think you're right. I think I just turned this into a Cessna 182.
29.906.
Kind of looks that way. I'll be right back.
Climb and
Alrighty.
maintain 4,000 feet, American 1807.
So there's two things I did. Well, first off, what I did is, like I said, is I went into the engine configuration file, and then what I did was I basically cut and paste what was in the engine configuration file for the for the Bonanza, the Beach Bonanza, and then I pasted it into the Cessna 172, my copy of the Cessna 172, and then I put it in the community folder. So then that way, it would be separate from the default one, and it's working just like a champ. So basically it's a 6-cylinder, 312 horsepower unit. Is basically what I did, and very good.
American 1807. American 1807, you are 11 miles west of Los Angeles. Contact Los Angeles Tower on 119.8 when inbound on the approach.
So I'll just continue this, and then what I'll do is I'll kick in the autopilot
United 1165 contact Los
and
Angeles Center on 132.5.
have it follow the flight. So I'm just going to be at 10,500 feet just to get above all of the airspace. I'll be flying right over LAX, so if I come at 10,500 feet, I'll be above their
SoCal departure, SkyWest tree, 72 tree is climbing through 900 feet for 10,000 feet.
I'll be above all their airspace.
SkyWest tree, 72 tree, SoCal departure, continue as planned. Altimeter, 29.907.
We are almost there, so I can go ahead and set this bad boy up. And what we will do is we'll go over here like this. We'll turn on Flight Director, and we'll put on roll.
5.
And boom, and boom. Now we're following the GPS. Autopilot is on. Altitude is 10,500 feet. And now it is turning. We can get rid of our lights. And I will go over here and switch this transponder to on, which I should have had already on. And we'll just let ATC, listen to ATC anyway. And we'll get on backside.
American 1354 contact Los Angeles.
And then we'll back off on our prop RPM to 2,600 feet, or 2,600 RPM, which you see right there on the right-hand side of the screen. And we're on we're a lean of peak right now, but we're still right around 19 gallons an hour. And you can see our speed is rapidly going 140 knots over the ground, or indicated 155 over the ground. So we are rocking and rolling here.
Sierra 6 Tango, X-ray, you are 77 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 5,900 feet. Expect ILS runway 7 approach via Golden transition.
And there's the airport that we took off from, right then there.
Delta 828 Los Angeles Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.9.
So we are on our way. Go ahead and adjust our map.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 7 approach via Golden transition. Clear to Golden Sierra 6 Tango X-ray.
So yes, very, very good.
Climb and maintain 10,000
Nice clear Southern California skies for the most part.
Delta 828, please expedite your descent to 10,000 feet.
Currently heading right for LAX, which is that big old blob of buildings. I'll point it right here like this. Right in front of my nose, you can see all the flashies for all the airplanes out there. Flying over Compton, California, South LA. Let's see, trying to get my bearings. Okay, that's the 405 freeway right there. I don't think I have my mouse pointer turned on. Fix that quick.
Yeah, it's safer to fly over Compton than it is to drive through it.
Yes,
United 1165, you are 400 feet above your assigned altitude.
absolutely.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Altimeter 29.906.
There, now I got my mouse. So yeah, so there's 405 freeway right there, and all the areas thereof.
Delta 559er contact Los Angeles Center on 134.575.
But yeah, just by changing that that engine, boy, it really made a difference.
Los Angeles Center, SkyWest 372 is at 6,800 feet, climbing 10,000 feet. SkyWest 372 Los Angeles Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.906.
There's actually an airplane right there landing, and a couple of them, or something's going on down there. Those must be NPCs. That one right there is actually taking off.
Delta 828, you are 400 feet above your assigned altitude.
Not exactly correct.
And maintain 10,000 feet altimeter, 29.96.
More than there was last night. Last night there was nobody there. You see all the blinky blinkies out there in the water. There are 4 of them right there just in that shot. Lots of people. And like I said, let's continue to fly over here to Taft, California. We should be there pretty quick. Shouldn't take us too long. Hey, what's it say right here? It says 32 minutes. So that's pretty good. Doing almost 160 knots over the ground, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for about 160 knots or so, but I do have an 18 knot headwind. So if I didn't have that headwind, obviously I'd be a lot faster. Very good. Just a Sunday flight over Southern California. One thing Microsoft Flight Simulator did not model, or I did not see it, and that is, you can see kind of it right there, but of Santa Monica Pier, and maybe somebody will take on the challenge to put in all the buildings and stuff over Santa Monica Pier. That'd be pretty cool. Fly over it at low altitude. It's the attempt is right there, but it's just what Azure drawed. And there's actually Santa Monica right there. I don't know, my slideshow on the sim. I think I'm a slideshow because I'm in the sim. Let me get rid of me.
Sky West 3723, you are 400 feet above your assigned
No, we had a buffering moment, but it seems to be working okay.
Well, I'm moving around here, and I'm not seeing myself slideshowing there. So hey, I'll just sit there and wave my hand and say hi, everybody. Just keep on rocking and rolling.
Maintain 10,000 feet. Sky West 3723.
But old trusty Cessna 172. Guess I better put on my pitot heat and my cabin power, so people can charge up their cell phone batteries. That's what it is. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. To get my eye. Now, if I want to look over the, thing there. There you go. Now I can look over my wing. Scenic Southern California. Yeah, I don't see any drop frames. Everything's looking good. It says I've been live for 24 minutes, it says. Uploading at up to 5,000 kilobits per second. So hopefully that translates into good video on the ground there. And I also, in the chat, I guess I need to say, hello, chat. There we go. Hello, chat. And tune in to keep our eye on the prize. So this is a very, I need to, if I knew how to paint these Microsoft airplanes, I would put, I'd put the 6-cylinder 312 in here, and then I would put no, fast 172. But the person who painted the airplane did a good job. I just don't have those skills. It is a nice looking bird. I like the design. I'd just like to add my little touch to it. Very nice. Let's check out. I think the other side is going to be water. Oh no, we got Malibu. Malibu's out there in the distance somewhere. Because we are going towards Simi Valley, I think. Here, let me go to this cam, which is just a little bit. Yeah, that's Simi Valley right there, out in the distance. So then this right here would be Calabasas area. I'm having a brain fart on some of these communities down here, but that's the 101 freeway right there. And then we'll pop out the ATC so I can keep my eye on it. So very good. Of course, that's the San Fernando Valley right there. C101 right there. Where is Tujunga Boulevard? Tujunga Boulevard. Actually, because there's the right there, up there is going to be Ronald Reagan Freeway, which is the 118. See, it's nice to know where, you know, in your stomping grounds, you kind of know where everything is. Let's see, we're going to do a little slight detour here. We're going to see if Microsoft Flight Simulator modeled it or not, which means I'm going to turn off the autopilot. We're going to lose altitude. We're going to come around here, because right there is Simi Valley. But I want to see if the smiley face is there. And in order for us to do that, we got to get down here low and parallel the 118 freeway. So we're going to lose some altitude here without overspeeding the airframe and going crash the desktop. Full power on our prop, well then that way we can control, or we have a little bit more stopping power. Let that prop work with us. But yeah, that's the 118. That's, I forgot what pass that's called right there. Yeah, I'm going to pull it up here because we're about ready to overspeed. And we don't need to do that.
So you're flying a 172, but you've only got mixture and throttle.
Right. Well, the that I know I don't have it. It is not labeled here, but I do have control of the pitch because the other airplane.
You cheated again.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And.
Okay.
And
I know I found that on the in the book Dion's Flight Rules, page 223.
right.
Yeah, because on 220 it talks about using reversers in aircraft that aren't equipped with them. So
Exactly.
yeah, I'm learning.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. I learned myself. It's all by accident.
It's called Dionisms.
My question is where that smiley face should be coming up here if it's modeled it. It's been modeled. It's gonna be right. It's gonna be right here in the center of this portal. It's gonna come in at all. There it is. Just a circle now, or at least when they did the video. But yeah. When you would come down the from that direction, with that circle right there was a big smiley face. It used to be, but you would see it when you're coming down from the 118 heading into Simi Valley. And that's a McDonald's right there. That's with the big, nice, fancy, dark parking lot there. Oh well, a little bit of a tangent, just to see what was there. The happenings of Simi Valley, California. Oh well, get back on track. Now that I deviated for that squirrel, and now that we're out of LA, we'll go ahead. Where are we at? Okay, we'll go up to about 6,500. Let's go to 8,500 just to be safe. And then I will turn the autopilot back on and let it go ahead and do its thing. And I'll go ahead and turn on our flight level change. Get back up to altitude, leave Simi Valley here. There's Moore Park is actually over there. And on this other ridge, mountains over there, is going to be, well, Santa Clarita's way off there in the distance, and then you're going down the 126, and then which we're not going to, but you go into Santa Paula. There's that Justin Prober character. Can you crash into a building? In Microsoft Flight Simulator, yes. It won't malfunction. It'll just stop. It just, the airplane, the Cessna, I mean, it depends on the airplane, but in the Cessna 172, it's just going to go up to a certain altitude, and then it's just going to starve itself of air, and it'll just stay there. It won't go anymore. It'll be uneventful. Let me say it that way. It'll just be uneventful. And which is a good thing. In the real world, you want uneventful when your life's on the line. But as far as crashing into airplanes, like you said in your other ones, definitely props to you, sir. I hope you have been doing well. But yeah, Justin, X-Plane doesn't do it. X-Plane, you just clip right through the buildings. But, well, I take that back. Remember, Bill, there was one video that...
X-Plane has excellent crash dynamics.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Microsoft sucks.
Yeah, because
black screen.
Yeah, you just go to black screen, but you don't go down in the blaze of glory or anything like that.
Right. X-Plane, there were fires and everything else.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember, because I remember Castrator, he hit a building when he was going into LAX, and
A long time ago, and that was we had the big building, hotel or whatever it was, right at the end of the runway,
right.
and he hit it with a jet, and just I think it was a 747. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it bounced right off. So and crashed right next to it. But that was before X-Plane had really updated their crash dynamics.
Right.
Where you had fire and smoke and
Right.
all kinds of horrible stuff.
Right. Well, this is a new.
I love.
Yeah, this is a new sim. That kind of realism will come out over time, I guess. You know, eventually, or a third party will make it. You know, will make it happen.
I don't remember it ever coming out in FS.
Yeah.
Southwest 858 SoCal approach. Continue to Mikey as planned. Altimeter 29.94.
So yeah, this right here is just one of those chill ones now. Now they're just kind of cruising. Now that I did my squirrel. So Justin, I hope you're doing all right, sir. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Kind of not on. I'm not on Discord anymore. I'm pretty much on. We're talking via Gilded now. Gilded is the new thing, and Discord's cool, but Gilded is actually, if you know how to use Gilded, it actually has more features than, than Discord. But they both are fine. Yeah, that's true. I'm just not a commercial guy. I mean, as you know, I'm just not I'm a general aviation guy. That's my thing. I like getting down here low and slow, and that's one advantage to Microsoft Flight Simulators. You can get down here in the weeds a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, and you can get at least, get in the weeds here and look at the somewhat a representation of the real world. It's not absolute, but it's pretty close in some respects. It just depends on how much handcrafted detail they did, Swig of water for the working man. Yes, you can do emergencies. You could set it up that way. Microsoft Flight Simulator, well, if you just kill your engine, then it becomes an emergency. I guess. But as far as all the fire and brimstone and all that other stuff, no, we don't have any of that. But there is simulations out there that do that. I'm just not aware of any because I focus, laser beam focus on X-Plane and Microsoft. I don't really venture out too much. There was me and Bill both put in, our emails or whatever to get, stuff for a bush plane simulation that looked really cool, looked really promising, but I personally have not heard a word about the bush plane sim that was going to come out on Steam, and it just. It's been an MIA. I haven't heard anything about it. But again, that's not emergent.
It's still in beta.
It's still in beta. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. It's just kind of like, well, I think, in all honesty, now that Microsoft has done what they have done, I think the focus is going to be on developers are going to amp up their game once the SDK gets better, programming language gets better, and then you're going to start seeing study level aircraft, and you're going to see a lot of add-ons to this version of Microsoft. And I think all the other platforms will be around. I mean, X-Plane's not going anywhere. It's still going to be around. It's just that I think that because people want the eye candy and are willing to spend the money to get the eye candy, and in other words, getting better, faster computers and whatnot, I think Microsoft right now is the ticket. Now, who knows? You know, X-Plane might come around and say, well, you know what? We're going to do this, this, and this, and this, and then it'll, you know, leapfrog Microsoft. But to be frankly blunt and honest, I'm not holding my breath. I am not holding my breath.
Southwest 858, you are 16 miles west of Burbank.
I got to turn frequencies here.
Yeah, I think the next thing you'll see is X-Plane 12. After X-Plane did their latest update to X-Plane 1151, they got hammered at the number of problems people were having trying just to use the sim.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I've only, in all honesty, I've only flown X-Plane 11 2 or 3 times, an actual full flight since Microsoft Flight Simulator came out. I've just been focusing all my efforts on here because, again, it's what you want to fly, and in my case, I'm a general aviation guy, so, you know. They don't have anything out there for that, Justin, but because you can't get out of the airplane, you know, you just can't go down here, you know, and just open the door and just you know, bail out. It just doesn't happen. See, I pretty much try, you know, I do all my, you know, those are fun things to do. You know, like they've got the oh, what's that airplane? The Eagle, the Strike Eagle. What is it? What's a Strike Eagle? Help me out. What's a Strike Eagle? It is the
F-15?
The F-15. Yeah, the F-15 is out for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the F-15 is, you know, it's nice and all, but it's kind of like, we're in a general aviation sim here, you know, and it's just kind of like, you're not, you know, what are you going to shoot? You're not going to shoot anything. You know, you're not going to really take advantage of what the F-15's intended. And, you know, here in the simulator, your intention is to learn how to fly and to be proficient in flying and that kind of thing. At least that's how I take it as. And I don't know if we're going to get over this hill. Like, right here, see, here's our...
Yeah, I mean, if I want that, I'm going to... And I do fly quite a bit. Matter of fact, later today, I'm going to be doing a helicopter flight in DCS. And in DCS, they've just updated... They've got an excellent, in my mind, an excellent damage system.
Right.
So, and if you need to, you can bail out of those aircraft. You can jump out of the... You can even jump out of the helicopter if you want to.
Right.
But in Microsoft right now, you can't even fly under a bridge.
Right.
It kills the engine and you crash land.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
good.
Microsoft is a very young sim, and it's growing and improving constantly. But it in many ways, it's got a long way to go.
Yep. Yep. Right now, what you're getting with Microsoft Flight Simulator is the eye candy. You know, looking at the ground, seeing where my house is, that kind of stuff. You know, and it does a good job there. You know, with the Azure and the technology that Microsoft Flight Simulator does. But it's just like anything else. You got your pros and your cons, just like to anything. And like I said, if I wanted to go fly a combat simulator, or I want to jump out of an airplane, then I'd be flying something else. But that's just not my thing, you know. Everybody's got their own thing that they want to do, and for me, that's just That's cool and all. And like I said, I like anything. If I want to go fly a spaceship, I'll go fly, you know, Elite Dangerous or something, you know, that kind of thing. But you know what? Based on what I'm seeing here at 8,500 feet, it looks like I'm not going to make it. This, I'm going to have to climb. It's getting a little close. So fine. We'll do a quick climb and we'll point the nose up to about 110 knots and we'll let this beast climb.
Southwest 1017, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
And then that way, I don't have to worry about it.
127.1 for Southwest 1017.
Easy peasy. My problem is I need a better computer because going in the high, you know, down in LA area where it gets into high, a lot of drawings, things I have to draw on the screen. I get in trouble. My airplane or my computer starts to crawl. But that's the way it goes. We got them. And you see, there's the spikes again. The protrusions coming out of the ground that shouldn't be there.
Yes, alien monolith.
Yeah, the alien monoliths. And like I said, ever since they introduced accumulation of snow in the sim, or the illusion thereof, that's, you know, I've seen that, at least here in Southern California and Central California.
Skywest 389er tree, you are 400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000.
You're getting ready to go into the San Joaquin Valley?
Yeah. Actually, as soon as I get over these mountains here, I'll have to immediately start to get down because we're not that far away from Taft. Because Taft's just, you know, basically straight ahead. Not that far away.
Southern California's Stonehenge out there.
Yeah.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet altimeter 29er.89er.
Trouble is, in California, if it were for real, it'd be covered in graffiti.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Wouldn't want it any other way, right? Of course, now they climbed to 12,000. Now I'm starting to get bumpy.
Polaris Niner 2 heavy traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 320 generic. Report them in sight. Delta Tree 82 traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 360 Airbus A20. Report them in
You
sight.
got your oxygen ready?
Yep. Oxygen is ready. But in actuality, I can go ahead and start descending now. I think I can at least go down to 10,000 feet.
You're over the top.
Yeah.
Delta 701 traffic is 10 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 400 generic. Report them in sight. Hawaiian 89er traffic is 7 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 380 generic.
And flight level change
Skywest 389er tree, you are
to 6,500 feet. Nose down. And then power down. Just a little bit. Not too much. Don't need to
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Fly west 389er tree.
don't need to overspeed.
4006, you are 400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet altimeter 29er.
There we go.
Generic 111 contact Los Angeles Center on 135.5.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Sky west 4006.
Looking good.
Generic 111.
How far are we out? Yeah, we're 6 minutes out. We're only, so I really need to take it down. Just do a hard descent. Because we're only 16 miles away.
Hawaiian 89er contact Los Angeles Center on 135.5.
But like you said, Bill, we just created a Cessna 182 out of this. All I did.
Yeah, have you noticed your title on your
135.5
screen?
for Hawaiian
What'd it say?
89er.
No.
Microsoft Flight Simulator, FS2020, FS Excursions, Savage Carbon Cub San Diego Tour.
All right, well, let me fix that.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Skywest 389er,
Edit.
you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude.
No, I fixed.
Don't look like Savage Cub.
No, because I put in. Something earlier. I said live stream. Oh, I was putting the same thing what I said down there. That's what it was. I'm gonna say modified.
Maintain 10,000 feet. Fly west 389er tree.
There. Save.
Skywest 4006, you are
There.
300
Now it should
feet
change.
above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet altimeter 29er.0.
Now
I
it should
may have to
change.
reset. There it is, Modified C172 with 6-cylinder, 312 horsepower piece.
Yep.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Sky west 4006.
Yep. So now we're good to go. Now I got to get my bearings on how close, because we're not too far away.
Skywest 4006, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.15.
Where are we at now? We are at.
Going to 124.
Yeah, we probably need to be at 4,500 feet
4006.
for now. I think I just went down too fast. Yeah, we're 10 miles away. So we'll just swing over. We'll get down there nice and have a look-see and see which way the wind direction is, because there is no, it's not towered or anything. I'll go ahead and throw on my lights for safety. And now it's starting to come into view. But this little little modification is really nice. I didn't do anything special. I just made sure that the placement of the engine was the same number as it was, you know, on the original file, so then that way it's not, the thrust isn't in a different spot. But 2, it's thinking that it's got 3 props instead of just 2, so.
Descend and maintain 10,000.
I'd have to figure out how to put a third prop, or a third, prop on this thing. No idea. I'm just looking to see where the airport is. Supposed to be right in front of me, but I don't see it. I think that's Taft right there. Oh, there it is. There's the airport.
Yeah, and the airport runs
I'll have to change. I'll have to,
east and west of, yeah, your direction.
yeah. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that. And we need to say goodbye.
124.15. Skywest 389.
That. Must be a select runway. I only have runway. Well, one runway, which is runway 7. It says select runway on the ATC. And it's not giving me a chance. It's sitting there saying, so only got one runway for me to select. Haven't seen that.
Because it runs, you have to land facing towards the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently there may not be enough room to come from the mountains down.
Right. Which would make sense.
Unless you just want to be crazy and have fun.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come around here. We'll go over the city or the little town. Because I've never landed here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It'll be the first time landing here. But there, and it's actually got Pappies too. Interesting. I just gotta look for a sock.
So you don't even need to look at a sock because you know you're only going to land one way.
Yeah. That's true. And they got it labeled as 2.5.
Lima 17 traffic, Cessna November 531 Lima Mike 1 miles northwest, 1,600 feet inbound to land runway 25.
Actually, I should have said I'm on downwind. Turn on base.
Lima 17 traffic,
Didn't see
Cessna
any
November
saw.
531 Lima Mike is on base runway 25.
Go ahead and turn on base right now. And then on final. All right, final.
17 traffic Cessna November 531 Lima Mike is on final runway 25 to land.
This is gonna be a very short final. Very short final. Angle of attack is huge. They don't really want me to land here. I got the big old X right there. Floating forever.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the next parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Well, I've got to spin around.
Yeah, I found the sock.
Yeah. And the wind was going the other direction. 2-5. Which I figured it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I was surprised that they only gave you runway 7 coming in from the mountainside.
Right, you can see we're looking right at it. It's just kind of like it's not that big of a deal, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Because 2-5 would have been, to me, it'd be the proper runway.
yeah, it would have too. I
That's
agree.
what the sock said too.
I didn't have my landing speed on, so I don't know what it would have been, but that's all right. But yeah, I mean, it was, but whatever, you know, got it on the ground. This was a passenger flight of 3 passengers. So we'll go down here and we'll end the flight and we'll go in the stream when we get down there. And now the sock changed. Do you see that? So it's variable. Oh no, it's still,
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a crosswind, but not much.
Five still would have been the proper choice.
Yeah. I agree. Well, like I said, I've never been here before. They don't even want you to land here, so that's because it's private, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting they X'd out runway 7.
Yeah. 2-5 didn't have the X on it.
Right. So there's only one runway proper, and ATC's telling you the wrong runway.
Right.
Lima 17 traffic Cessna
Those
November
little
531 Lima Mike is clear of the runway.
Well, we're gonna offload our contents right here. Why not? In between these 2 buildings. At the building, you can see the doors partially into the ground there. Okay, parking brake is set.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
And we are here. As we're offloading, doing all the noise and stuff. Okay.
Transporter from dispatch. Everyone is on the bus. Check that they haven't forgotten anything. Have a nice day.
I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay, we can go over here to finances. Made some more money, so we're good to go there. Boy, I only got 34 gallons left though. I burned up a lot of fuel. Interesting. Well, that's would expect it to burn a lot of fuel. Cool. Well, that's the way it goes. Alright guys, well I definitely appreciate everyone watching. Definitely like, subscribe if you feel my content is worthy. I do have some donation links in the description down below. And I also have an Ethereum thing if you guys want to donate via crypto, which is kind of cool. I don't know anything about it, so hey, I'll learn it over time. But if you guys, like I said, I hope you guys like this one, and I'll catch you guys next time on another exciting FS Excursions, and we'll go somewhere and do something and be productive. So take care, guys. Bye.